Hello everyone, welcome to the group chat where we have no holds barred conversation and we keep it real. I'm Uchechi.
Linda here, and guess what? It's our very first episode.
We're so excited.
And so we're starting off the group chat with a very juicy conversation that most people don't like to talk about.
Yes, Linda, I don't think a lot of people are comfortable talking about that particular topic.
Yes. And guess what the topic is? Should I guess?
I don't think anybody will guess.
Okay, so what we're talking about today is divorce and the identity dilemma.
Yes. So divorce comes with a lot of things already. The emotions, the finances, children, what you have to do with your children if you have any, and
changing your bank accounts too.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that one.
And changing your passport.
Everything. But there's this very important issue, and that is identity crisis. So you see a lot of people, do I keep my husband's name? Do I go back to my maiden name?
Problem.
It's really an issue, and people are not really comfortable talking about it because you see people, is either they're asking, oh, why still having your bearing your
the
maiden name?
The truth of the matter is, first of all, we live in a society where divorce is almost like a taboo.
Yeah.
They shame people who get divorced. Oh, you don't know how to keep your husband. Oh, you did not do this one, you did not do that one. So it's already somewhat of a challenge in the society. So most people sometimes don't want a lot of people to know they are divorced, and so that's why they keep the name, But sometimes is, like you rightly said, the challenge is you're divorced. So why do you want to keep the name? What are you using it for?
Yeah, but for some women, I know a lot of people that still kept their married name because a lot of people know them by that name.
Yeah.
Either their career, they've
especially if they've gotten a second degree with that name.
Well, apart from,
or they've gotten like maybe their first job. They've
moved climbed up in their career,
yeah.
So yes, I mean, it's a lot of things really,
and just generally shed more lights on that issue, because I personally feel that you should change your name, especially if the man has remarried. So are you saying now that there'll be two misses? I get it. Don't worry. I always know what you wanting. I get where people come from to say, oh, I've had this name for a long time, and in most cases, maybe your international passport self is in that name. You've opened all your bank accounts in that name, and I can imagine the stress that comes with changing names. So you have to do newspaper publication to show change of name. You have to swear one affidavit or the other. You want to, and I get it that most people don't want to go through that whole stress.
I mean, whatever really makes you comfortable, for some people, whatever makes you comfortable.
Yeah.
Some women, just for their kids, because in school, for those of them that have kids in school, is either other people are looking at them funny, or why do you have a different name from your mom?
Or when you go and do pickup. And you have to identify who is picking up.
Exactly.
You can't now say, okay, I want to pick up so. And then when you now write your name, you're now writing a different name. Yeah. So it's now challenging to say, okay, who are you really to this person? Because your last names don't match.
Yeah, but for me, whatever makes you comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's just a name. It doesn't define who you are.
But you can hyphenate it, right? You can have a compound name, so you can still retain.
So what will it now be?
Your first name, your maiden name, and
your husband's name,
ex's name,
your ex-husband's name.
Yeah, just so that you're able to maintain both identities, right? So if people met you at the point where you're bearing when you were bearing your maiden name, they still know, this is this person.
Okay, so what now happens when you remarry? Do you start all over again?
So my honorable here has taken us to a different dimension. So now we know that it's not only the man that can remarry. So when the woman remarries,
so what now happens, right?
So we should be bearing her maiden name, her ex's name, and her new married name.
No, I think you will just start all over again. You do the whole name change process again.
Women, we did try.
Yeah, I mean,
It's tough. It's tough. But you know, again, like my honorable said, whatever identity you feel more comfortable with. I
with,
mean,
yeah.
if you feel like still carrying your ex's name for as long as you
want
can,
to.
please feel free. You know, I know that there might be issues, especially if you remarry and if he remarries as well. But I know that you just have to do some soul searching.
You know, Linda,
to know
for
what
me,
you're
for me,
comfortable
this whole talk, for me, if, you know, I feel like even if you're married, right, keep your name, your documents, your maiden name. It doesn't change the fact that you are married.
Is a lie.
Not. No.
I share the same sentiment with you, but you know there are some men that would want you to prove that
you are married
you are
to
now
them.
Yes, you now
Because
belong to
at the
them.
end, see, let me tell you something. When I wanted to my passport, because I had a passport that had my maiden name, right? I used it for the longest time. And after some time, I was like, okay, let me just do this passport that has my married name. The wahala that I went through to do that thing, no be here. It was a lot. And I was telling myself that, why didn't I just leave this thing in the beginning? Because you can actually use your maiden name for some things.
So that means it depends on who you now marry. Just picture this for a moment, right? The person is already divorced though, right? You now want to open bank accounts for a new bank, right?
Okay.
Then you now give them your maiden name as the name you want for this new account. That's your former name before you got married, right? Then they will now tell you in the process of the bank opening, clinical, that the name that you have given them
does
not match
BVN.
your BVN.
You see, that's BVM. I don't know if it's a Nigerian thing or is it that they don't have records. I'm telling you that I don't want to use this name anymore. And I have proof, because if you want to do all of these things, they'll tell you, oh, bring your, in this case now, your divorce certificate or papers or whatever it's called. Bring your birth certificate. And I have all these things. But the bank people, they'll tell you, no.
They will now tell you that that
is
BVN is from the central. So they have little or no control when it comes to that.
You see why I said that? I think
open-
it's just safe. Whether you are married or not, when you get married, just leave your name like that, so that you don't just begin to alter things.
Yes, I know that the name reminds you of, you know, your former married life, the bliss that you enjoyed while, you know, there was enjoyment and stuff. But maybe you just feel like you want to move on, you know.
Yeah.
And then let's say you have so many reminders,
Yeah.
right, that still attaches you to that name.
Yeah.
But assuming you want to move on, I personally feel that this part of the world makes things difficult
Exactly.
to discourage people from getting divorced. I've not finished my gist though. So you now want to open a new account. They will now tell you that
doesn't
your
match the
BVN
BVN.
does not match. So now you have to go and change that
The
BVN. Now the process of changing that BVN
is another
another-
journey on its own.
now to now make it worse is if you have already done NIN in that married name.
That's true. There's NIN.
There's
BVN.
NIN. So now you have to now change that NIN. You have to now do
No,
applications.
do you change the NIN?
You can change it now. But you have to now apply for a change. I think, viewers, please correct us if we're wrong. You have to apply to change the NIN. Probably you have to state the reason, right? And then if you now have that new NIN, you will now present it as a valid documentation.
All these things are long. I feel like another thing that I think that this divorce does is on the children. So you have, let's say you have 3 children and you know your children are all different.
Yeah.
They behave differently. They react to things differently. So how do you
Explain
to them that, oh no, okay, mommy has to change her name, but you keep daddy's name,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and they go to school. Oh, Chima or Kunle, why does your mommy? My mommy told me that your mommy's name is, but your own
And the
name
thing is that the child will now start thinking that, oh, I'm now different from mommy because our names don't match
Yeah,
again, you know.
yeah.
I think, to be honest, I think that at that young age, right, there are not really things that those kids should know. right? Because they will there's no way you want to explain it to them that they will understand.
Don't forget that kids these days are very smart. Somebody must surely ask, Mommy, why is your name different from my own? Why did you change your name,
Is
Mommy?
it not if they see it? You know, there are some things you need to keep discreet. It's not like you're going to be dropping papers all around the place that will make them know now.
True that.
Because I personally think that children are not, I mean, that's why they are children. They are not mature enough to understand and handle some
these things.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you can, it's not something you would tell them, or it's not something that, I mean, where they know that, okay, I think the only obvious evidence of separation from daddy is when the mom has to move out of the house,
from the
right?
house,
So
yeah.
that one is already enough
Yeah.
for them to know. But when it gets to the nitty gritty of changing names and stuff, I think that's another level of trauma that we don't want to expose them to yet,
Okay.
because they won't understand it until when they are older.
Yeah.
Then they can see, maybe they can see your new passport, or maybe they can just see, because all these names that we're talking about, it's not like we write it on our forehead now.
Yeah, it's only
they are
when they see
official
documents,
yes,
yeah.
like your passport, like maybe you get a letter of recognition
True
or
that.
award, something like that,
True
you know.
that,
And so
true that.
most times they see those things when they are older.
It's really a dicey, situation. It's a
Yeah.
dicey topic. And don't forget that this thing is more on the women. You will not hear conversations about men going
Women
through
they
these
try.
things. Yes.
Women they
No,
try.
the man
Because
is
you're
not
the one that is
concerned
going to carry the children. That's when you have kids. So now you go carry pikin for 9 months. You are still the same person that is going to change name. You are. I think women are always on the receiving end for something.
all of these
you know?
things. And that is why I will still go back to, please,
Just keep
to
your
be safe, remain
No.
Uchechi, whatever.
Let me edit it for you. To be safe, marry somebody that's not so fascinated or so captivated or so keen with, oh, you must change your name, oh, you must
Or-
change your name.
Hyphenate. So you start with your maiden name. So it's Uchechi Abel Moses, right? Abel being your maiden name, so that when you are divorced, you can easily drop Moses, and it's just nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
But there are still some men, I'm telling you, there are still some
No.
men that will say, oh, if you're still bearing that your father's name, it means that you still
It doesn't
have
mean
an
anything.
attachment
Abeg,
to your
it doesn't-
father.
let it
You
be.
have to prove to
It
me
does-
that you
it-
are my
no,
wife
no,
now and
no.
bear my full name.
no, it doesn't mean anything.
Shall
It's
be
just-
praying, no.
It doesn't
My
mean
viewers,
anything.
be praying, no, so that you will not
You
enter
marry a
one
better
chat.
man that will not give you headache on top
On
name.
top name,
I mean-
because as much as name is very important,
Yeah.
right? It's like your identity.
It's your
like,
identity.
It's like who people know you for. Your work, like you're getting a job, your CV self, is on that name. Your certificates from school,
Carries
both
the same name.
academic, professional, everything carries the same name. Like literally, is your identity.
Yeah.
So it's very
It's very dicey.
dicey,
For
But I
me-
think that at the end of the day, you need to now look at you as a person.
What makes you
What
happy?
makes you
What makes you comfortable?
And then whatever it is that makes you comfortable, be ready to go the whole 9 yards for that.
Not thinking
So,
what people will
yeah,
say,
so
because
if
people, either way people are going
people
to
will
talk.
still-
People are going to ask questions. People are going to look at you funny.
Any way you
So
want to look
whatever,
at it.
just
so if
carry
you
on.
want to change your name, be ready to just accept it, that this thing will come with wahala, and you are ready
you
to
go
do
waka
it.
the waka,
Yeah.
do all the things.
Do all the
you know.
things. So we're just telling you guys now, no, if you want to change your name, the process is long, but if you really want to do it, please feel free.
Feel free to do whatever that makes
Feel
you
free.
happy.
You are
really.
going to do newspaper
Public change of
newspaper-
name.
change of name. You are going to, first of all, you
BVN.
swear affidavit for that one.
Affidavit. They might tell you to change your BVN.
It's
Your
not
NIN.
mine though.
Your-
They will tell you to change your BVN if
No,
you're
no.
opening a new account in your.
No, assuming you open your BVN, or you got your BVN before you got married, you're safe, right?
Say that again.
So
If you got a BVN before you got married, and that your BVN is in your father's name,
yes.
so if there is a divorce, you don't have to change that BVN.
No, I don't know. I don't know really. I don't know. Why do people open accounts when they are, okay, let me not say why do people open accounts. I see people, you have an account, right? And you get married and you are changing the name on your account. Why are you changing it?
No. If you want to open another account, so let's say your account, your NYSC account
Is your father's name account.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so at that time, for the young ones, so at that time was when you now just did BVN. So your BVN too
Has
is
your
now
maiden name.
your father's name. But when you now got married, right? For some reason, you now opened your account in your husband's name, or you want to open your account in your husband's name. They will now tell you that the reason you cannot open your account in that your husband's name is because
of the
it
BVN.
doesn't match
Doesn't
with your
the
BVN.
Well, maybe in the nearest future things will change.
Which feature?
Like, there's future in front.
That reminds me. I was going to share one gist with you. Sorry guys, this one is for Uchechi. Sorry. See what we're talking about. See this woman now.
Ah,
Can you see the wahala?
see the caption. Praise sorrows. How do they say it in that show?
Which show?
I praise sorrows in that show now.
That what happened?
That show now that was rating sometime
Recently?
that it said praise sorrows.
No, I don't know.
I've forgotten the name of the show.
I can't remember.
Anyway,
But it's just for me. I feel like this is just typical of what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Because
I
now
feel for her.
the husband has remarried, and she's
It's like there are two misses.
and there are two misses.
Two misses.
There's one Mrs. and there's one ex Mrs.
Ex.
So if two of them now, what saved them is that they don't even now have the same first name. You know, there are some people they have the same first name. For example, me now and my sister-in-law, we share the same name. So imagine you just walk into the bank now.
Someone calls out,
And then you don't know who is who.
You know?
So,
I guess it.
and I mean, for us to balance it out, I mean, it can also happen to the man.
No, it can't happen
No,
to the man.
it's always the woman.
It's
That's
always
true.
the woman.
It's always
Women
the
are always
woman.
at the receiving
It's
end.
always the woman.
Right?
I
Women
feel
are
for
always-
this babe, Sha. I feel for her because now.
Let me digress a little bit. Still on this women issue. So you know how they say, oh, when you get married, you automatically from where your husband is from. That does not work for me.
What?
Uchechi, where are you from? I'm from Imo State.
Ah.
Yes, now. My state of origin is Imo State. My husband doesn't like when I say that I'm from Imo State, but I'm from Imo State. I can't.
And the funny thing is, and I think I quite agree with you, but it's also very controversial, right? Because you also find situations where a woman is married to a man from a different state or a different ethnic region or something like that, but she has this call to serve her people, right? She will
Her
now
married
go
people.
to her own original
Okay,
people.
okay.
She will now. So imagine she's now bearing a different name from a different ethnic region. So let's say she's Igbo now. She now marries a Yoruba
person.
then she has this, or she has this yearning to serve her people in her own home state, right? Then when she's now campaigning, you will now see posters with Uchechi, Obi, Adewumi.
And you
Meanwhile, you now be
just
wondering that's from where to where.
See why I
And
said-
so it's very difficult for her to convince those people like,
People that,
oh,
it's still me,
I'm
oh.
still the
It's
one.
still
Oh,
me.
it's very challenging.
That's why for me, well, like I said, it's like you will leave your maiden name even if you are married. Your state of origin is this where you are from, your father's place. Don't change it.
No.
You guys, don't
I
change it.
think that one is a given. You can't change it. But
No, there are people that will say, oh, you are married to an Anambra man. That means you are from Anambra. And I'm
no, you're not from Anambra, but
Not
not like
from-
you are from Anambra, but
No.
you are like an Anambra wife.
No, Linda, where are you from? Let's say you're originally Imo State, right? And you marry Anambra.
You have to still say that
you are
have
from
to say you're
Anambra.
from Anambra. But you're not from Anambra.
Well,
now.
there are people
Ha.
that will
Only
say,
you change name.
Only you change the state of origin.
Only you go still change
Guys,
BVS. Only
it's
you
not
go still
fair.
change
It's not fair
passport.
on women, really. It's
No,
not
but
fair.
we got this. That's why they say now we still they run things because we, despite all these challenges, Sha, we are
We
still
rise above all these things at the end of the day.
we're rising. We're rising.
So, guys, ladies, whatever, a name doesn't it doesn't define you.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy, as long as you're happy, you're satisfied, you are proud, you can hold your head. When you walk out like this, people will say, oh yes, whether they are talking, oh, maybe she was once Mrs. This, how come she has changed her name? Doesn't matter really. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you sleep well at night,
Yeah.
do it.
Change your name if you want. Hyphenate if you want. anyone. Just whatever makes
That
you happy,
gives you
Sha,
peace.
as my honorable has said, as long as it gives you peace,
Yeah.
don't be bothered about what people
will
say.
say.
And if you feel like you need to change it everywhere, just get prepared to go
Take
through
out
that
time
stress.
to do it, because it's a lot of time. It takes a lot of time.
It's a lot.
You
But
know.
if you have any questions you want
Yeah.
to know, I mean, if you're in this kind of situation and you have any
you've been
questions,
wondering what
on
to do,
just drop us a comment and we will help you out. We got you. Remember, we said that this is the group chats where
everything is real.
everything is real. Just drop your comments, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you on the next
time.
episode.
Bye, guys.